to do it. Alrighty. Hey, kiddos, welcome back to another episode of the Tim and Trystan Show. I'm Tim, this is Trystan. Say
Hola.
hi. Fuck, I said over your hello.
Say hi. Hola.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to episode 10. Trystan, we're 10 episodes into the Tim and Trystan Show.
Yeah.
Give me a high five for that. We sat through 10 of these, hell yeah.
10 fingers for 10 fives?
10-5? What?
10 fingers for 10 fives?
Anyways, in this episode, we got some updates for you. We got some fun stories to tell, but Trystan, you know what's crazy right now?
What?
The fact that we're adults and school just got back in. You miss school?
Yes.
How much?
Junior year.
Junior year? What about junior year? What do you miss?
Remember that one class where we were literally all in together?
Like the study hall?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember Uno?
Let's not talk about that. They've already seen us play Connect 4. They don't need to hear me yell anymore.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, but you know, right now we're actually, that's part of the update is I got him a new job. Look at the camera. I'm gonna pretend to put applause here when I edit this. Anyways, I got him a new job. He works where I work now. I said in the last podcast that I got a new job. I work at a forge now, and he also works at that forge now. He's not in my department, however. He is a part inspector, also known as the final finish. And Trystan, tell us a little bit about your job, as simply as you can. Act like the audience has no idea what metal even is.
It's checking the product. Make sure it matches what it does.
It's making sure that I don't fuck up.
Yes.
Don't look at me like that. You know I'm good.
Maybe.
I don't know. You don't probably even know if it's me. But no, he is a part inspector. He gets to do grinding and polishing and carving. Or
No, I'm just eating them.
just to throw in parts.
Yep.
And you know what? It's pretty crazy. You probably see a lot of crazy stuff, Trystan, when you're working. You probably see a lot of cool parts because, you know,
A lot of it's Harley Davidson, believe it or not.
Yeah, we make a lot of metal stuff. You know, we can't talk about some of it, but I can explain some of the stuff we make. We make like kitchen knives, helicopter brakes. We make gun parts, gun sights, the front sights of an M16,
Mm-hmm.
the trigger guards for a lever action rifle. Again, can't say who the customer is because, you know, but we could say what they are because, you know, that's what it is. We take certain contracts we're not allowed to say, but what's the coolest thing you've had to work with, like that you were like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually touching one of these?
Not really, not much.
Because I'll tell you right now, my favorite thing is that I found out we made parts for the doors on submarines. Submarines.
Weird.
Do you know how cool you have to be to work on something that comes from a submarine?
But then it has to go to heat final finish then.
Yep, and then you get to touch the part that goes to the submarine.
Depending on what it is. I never seen the part.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is either, but I'm saying
We do giant chains for ships.
Yeah, but the kitchen knives I think are the craziest thing because it's not even that they're knives, it's how expensive they sell for it. We make them for a celebrity. I don't know who it is, but he's a real famous chef, and he charges each knife online $600 a knife.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was expecting your reaction to be more of a "Wah!" instead of just you going, damn. Just a throw up that I have to perfectly cut.
The
like
highest
at the
amount I
screen.
paid for a knife is about 100.
Yeah, but can you imagine just like, oh boy, I need a new kitchen knife, opens the drawer, better spend $600 on Amazon for a knife.
I paid 500 for an air rifle.
I think I would just die from the hole in my wallet.
Yeah.
I really
could tell.
would. But you know what's great about this job that I have right now, that you have right now? It is nothing compared like the previous jobs we've had.
No, of course not.
You worked what? You worked with your grandpa in maintenance for apartments. Snow blowing. Shoveling snow.
Salt, everything.
And you worked at a warehouse. Yes, yep. You and me worked at a warehouse for our second job.
Mm-hmm.
Which was actually pretty cool until they fired me for something I didn't do.
Restaurant, those are pretty fun. I got free food.
Yep, you got to eat free food and do dishes and make a bunch of friends. And
customers.
What's great I know about Trystan, and he could say it too, what's great about Trystan, he's really good at making friends with the people he works with.
I know.
Right?
The restaurant still wants me back.
That's it. Yeah, we went there for breakfast and we were sitting there and probably 6 employees said, "Oh, we missed you. When you come back and do dishes." No, No, I will not. I'm going to make money working at a steel mill.
Yeah, I just want to have fun.
But no, but what I kind of wanted to do, I wanted to share some funny story. We're outside, by the way, so if you hear noise in the background, it's either cars or the local cross country club that every school within 5 miles runs here. But no, what's crazy just to think about is like I've been to 4 different jobs. I've done grocery store, warehouse, pizza delivery, and now I'm at a steel mill. But I've had some crazy stories, and there's a squirrel over there. Can you tell I have ADHD? Probably. Tristan's looking at the squirrels too. There's 2 squirrels trying to
Where's
fight.
My air gun.
Yeah, no, there's 2 squirrels trying to. I'm getting so distracted for this. Let's start with the stories. So, I have one that I was actually thinking about a lot while I was at my current job. I remember we had a pie contest. This isn't the type of contest you're thinking of. It's not making a pie. It was basically customers and employees could vote at the service area. Mm-hmm. Could basically vote.
Hold on. Continue.
Basically, could vote for which employee or manager they wanted to see get hit in the face by a pie. Customers and employees could tip. Our store, the store director, was the one that got pied in the face.
Nice.
Twice.
Oof. I hope the one was lemon.
They had it in the middle of the store. Everybody was checking out. They had it in the announcements. They go, "Can everybody please come to the front of the store? We have a special surprise for you." Anyways, buy stuff. And then they hung up.
Yeah.
And then they all had everybody this giant like thing around the front of the store. And they were like, we have to tell you who's going to get pied in the face. Oh, it's Randy. And then somebody came up behind him, grabbed him by the neck, and just did that with the pie. Like a fucking chokehold.
You mean like a regular baked deli pie?
No, like somebody had filled like a paper plate with like whipped cream, put a cherry on it, grabbed him from behind and just did that to his face. And then it wasn't even over yet because he was wiping stuff off. And one of our cashiers, they pulled out a pie too. I just wiped the bug off the table. One of our cashiers pulled a pie off the table and he's like, "I want to try." Walks right up to the store director, right against the face as hard as he can. Like, I'm not even kidding. It wasn't even like a gentle slap. It was like a right in the face.
Snapdragon right there.
No, I'm not kidding you. It was so hard you could actually see our store director stumble. It was like so loud and like everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna get fired." He like wipes his hands down and he's like, "Good shot." Thanks. And then that guy got fired a week later because he texted the N-word to the owner of the franchise. Because we had this thing on our... Shut up! We had these things on our phones where you like had to get text about stuff, like updates from the store director.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Sup, my N-word," to the literal owner of the company.
Oof.
Got fired not even 8 minutes later.
Oof.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine the disappointment of like, wow, you really did that, didn't you?
Yep.
You really fucked up that hard. Yeah, no. Alright, before I continue with my story, Tristan, from every job you've ever had, give me a story. Give me a good one. Every job you've ever had, give me one.
Well, there's horror stories when I was maintenance.
Horror stories?
Yes.
Give me one of those.
Okay, we had to clean this one apartment out, and I got paid $10 an hour at 16, 17?
I can only imagine this story is going to go to either there's a dead animal in the toilet or somebody accidentally dumped over 5 gallons of shit on the floor.
Well, the person got evicted, so she left, she went to retirement home. Evicted, basically. We had to clean her whole apartment.
Yeah?
The horrors.
He looked at me, not the camera. That's how scared he was. Tell me what you saw, Tristan. Tell me what precious things.
Clean the bathrooms, okay, that's simple enough. Everything else clean. The bedroom.
Was there like a dead cat or something?
No, she had clothes in the closet, smelled like 12 weeks old. Pretty disgusting.
The horrors.
And then we looked under the bed.
Is there a dead cat?
There was a mound of shit from a dog.
Oh, okay, that was definitely not where I was expecting that to go. I mean, I was expecting shit and somewhere along that, but I wasn't expecting there just to be like a shoveled pile of dog poo underneath her bed.
Yeah, they had to tear down a whole carpet. The whole carpet.
I can imagine. My mom gets mad when the dog craps on the floor. I couldn't imagine what it would be like when some senile old lady just starts, like, shoveling shit under her bed.
The dog just kept going underneath his bed.
I'm surprised.
She wouldn't let her out. Wouldn't let him out.
Yeah. I'm surprised that doesn't end with like, anyway, she's in a psychiatric hospital now.
She passed away.
Oh, I wonder why.
Dementia.
Yeah, from the dog shit that got into her bloodstream from sleeping underneath it.
Nah, dementia.
Yeah.
The dog went to someone else.
You shit under their bed too?
No.
Damn.
I think he passed away like maybe 2 years back.
Okay, anyways, moving off of dead...
Dogs died.
Anyways, moving off of dead dogs, please stop talking about it. Go back to me. I worked with a guy when I was in the grocery store. His name was Dale, real redneck motherfucker, bald into NASCAR. Sounded like he was toothless, probably was toothless. I don't know, I never looked in his mouth. Anyways, he was telling our manager about how he wanted to clean a deep fryer without any protective protection on. So, with our deli manager in the same kitchen, he goes, "Nah, it's okay for me to wash it without gloves. Watch this." And then shoves his hand all the way to the shoulder into a deep fryer.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm. Dead fucking silence within the kitchen. Everybody turns their head. I'm sitting there. I feel like I'm about to die. And just, Dale, what the fuck are you doing? And then a week later, he got poison ivy. You could hear the deli manager sprinting across the grocery store. Mind you, this lady was probably 70, fucking sprinting, hurtling over old people, knocks open the door with like a shoulder bash. "Don't let that redneck motherfucker touch any of the chicken." Because he came in, he had poison ivy from here, both arms, torso, and back. Because he had done yard work and he fell into a bush of poison ivy.
How big was the bush?
I don't know. And mind you, this guy's like maybe 6'4", just covered in just red.
The customers.
And I'm pretty sure the only reason he wasn't fired is because he was friends with the store director, who is retired, by the way, as far as I've heard, which I'm okay with because I don't work there anymore. Back to you. I want to hear some more shit.
Well, if you want a fun one,
Give me, Tristan. That's why we're here. That's why I'm sitting out here in the middle of nature with kids in the background, trying not to yell at all the cars that are. What are you doing?
get back to the camera.
Okay, that was
Shut
weird.
up.
Anyways, tell your story. Come on.
Okay, at work we have really one good guy on the hopper. Another guy.
Which job?
Traffic deal.
Second job.
Yes.
You gotta clarify that, by the way, because they're not gonna know.
It's our old job. It's okay.
Yeah, we don't work there anymore.
Yeah, we had a new kid that was allergic to peanuts, but luckily we didn't work at peanuts.
He was allergic to the peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were running peppermint, so it doesn't matter.
Candy department.
Yeah. So, I was filling the hopper. The guy was running at a 9 bags a minute. So, I'm running my butt off just to fill. The guy at the very end running his butt off to fill the boxes and tape them shut. So, we were like doing that for about 7 hours.
Of just speed running?
Yes. The guy was backed up 3 times.
Wow. Amazing.
It was fun.
Yeah, you want to hear my next one?
He's like, hey, you want to slow down?
Nope.
No, we're keep going. Okay.
You want to hear my next one? You
What?
heard it before, but you're not going to like it.
What?
Remember that... Don't say his name now. Remember that kid that worked in at my place? The new job, by the way. The forge?
Mm-hmm.
This new guy comes in, right? I'm told that we can't hire him to my department because we're getting new people, right? Get all these bugs off the table. Get out of here. Go away. We're outside. It's not your time anymore. But we got 2 new people. They wouldn't hire him. We got one guy. His name is Billy. He's not part of the story. We got another guy. I really don't want to say his name. It's not like he's going to be watching this, but I don't really want to shit on the kid that badly, except I'm going to. This kid was hired to do the exact same shit that I was to do. He got paid the exact same amounts. He was literally 4 years younger than me. Just got out of high school. Made $16 an hour at 18.
Yeah.
He almost makes as much as he is old. Like, that's nuts to me, I think. To get in a steel mill at 18, no college, no training, no nothing. Just given the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And he was on his phone every single minute of all the 3 weeks he was there. He was an hour late every day. This kid did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. And I was the one that was supposed to train him. He was given to me, hey, Tim, can you train this kid? He's got to know what to do. Okay. So I'm following him around. I'm trying to teach him how to do stuff. He liked using the crane, so I mean, that was a plus. But he was like, I go check on him. I'm like, hey, I got to go do this. And I'd go do this. And then I'd come back, and he's barely got any work done. So now I have to catch up on his thing. And the thing is, I wasn't mad at him because he was on his phone. I was mad that he was on his phone and that it affected me. Because it's like, I have, what is it? Not a schedule, but like I have a quota that I have to fill by the end of the day. My boss tells me, hey, Tim, you got to do this by the end of the day. Okay, I'll go do it. By the way, hire the new guy at the same time. Okay, I'll go do that. So now I have to teach the new guy, do my shit, and because he wasn't working, had to do his shit too. And I actually tried to be a leader. I did, Trystan, and everybody was telling me how they were so proud of me. This one guy I work with, he's like, Tim, I'm so proud of you. I've never seen anybody with like leadership shows like that, where they were like, only knew the guy for one day and they were like already tossing them around. And it wasn't hard stuff. It was just take parts from this container, put it in a tray. Here's the pattern. This is how you do it. I'll walk away. I'll go do my shit because you can't do it. You're not forklift certified yet.
Yeah.
So I go do my shit. I get it done. I come back. It's been 2 hours. He hasn't started.
Huh.
Yeah. And I tell my boss, I'm like, hey, I can get you a guy who's literally a hardworking guy. He's a loyal person. He's a good guy. And he actually wants to work.
Some, like, even in MAG, they still call me a workhorse.
They don't know what that is. But anyways,
it's a machinery.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm like, what's the point of having this kid who doesn't want to be here, who just wants to be on his phone for 8 hours and just kind of milks us? And he's like, well, you just give him a chance. He'll want to be here. And I'm talking to the kid. He's a decent guy. He was telling me about how he wanted to grow up to be a varsity coach for soccer because he liked soccer so much. And then he was telling me all this cool stuff. I don't remember what it was, so it probably wasn't that cool now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. But he was telling me, he's like, I want to be a varsity soccer coach.
Oh, I hear.
I'm like, at 18? He goes, yeah, I want to do it like right now. You can't be a varsity soccer coach at 18. You know why? Because you're too young, and varsity is basically college level.
Yeah.
So you want an 18-year-old to teach college soccer?
They're smart. Okay.
It doesn't matter. They're too young. They don't have the requirement.
What was it?
I feel like just to be a coach, you'd have to be old enough to be the coach. You'd have to be older than the kids. You can't have like a 14-year-old
To be fair, there was they had a championship for soccer manager.
Yeah.
And it was a video game. One guy did so well, an actual varsity team hired him. And they actually did pretty well by that.
But how old is he?
I'll say 20s.
Well, but see, that like makes sense to me. But it's like this kid just got out of high school and he wants to be a college soccer coach. Do you know anything about soccer? Do you know anything about discipline?
Do you know about
anything
strategy?
about team building? Yeah. See, he's already got
strategy.
it. See, he already knows. But no, this kid, at the end of every single day, he would critique me about how I worked too hard, I talked too much, I wasn't focusing on the work.
No, it's communication.
I'm like, I'm trying to teach you what to do. I tried to teach him how to use a grinding machine. And he told me he was scared of the sparks. So I said,
Sparks,
okay.
at least you're worried.
I said, okay, well, let me show you. Look, they don't hurt, right? They sting a little bit, but they don't hurt. So I had my gloves, I had shorts, I had a jacket on, so I'm like grinding. And he's like, I'm scared. You're wearing long sleeves. That's unfair. Took my jacket off, told him to hold it, You're wearing gloves. Took my gloves off. Nothing.
Yeah.
My hands weren't even dirty. I'm like, see, it's not scary. You try it. I don't want to. Sparks are scary.
It's metal.
I'm like, I literally just showed you 3 different instances where they don't even hurt.
Yeah.
What is scary about it?
Yeah.
And so I had to tell the guy who trained me, I'm like, hey, he's not doing his work. Well, I'll go talk to him. You just do your thing. So I'd do my stuff. And then this kid would follow me after he was done. And then just would be there on his phone. Anyways, long story short, after all that rambling about how this kid was a complete jackass and didn't know how to work, because he's, lazy and unmotivated.
Yep.
I found out that he quit working because he told me it was too hot and he wanted a better job. We were working at 90 degrees at the time because summer barely hit yet. We were working at 90 degrees. He goes, it's too hot. I'm going to do something better. The next week, it was 110 degrees out, and I was informed that he was mowing lawns.
Huh.
So he was working outside, even hotter than it was in our building, but complained about everything.
Yeah, yours like 130.
Yeah, our temperatures raise up to 130 in our warehouse. Like, you literally can't be outside in the summer for more than like 10 minutes before you need like a bottle of water immediately. Get these ticks off the table. Like, you literally cannot be outside in the work area for more than 10 minutes before you need to chug like a 5-gallon of water. It's lethal in the summer. I've worked with it. It sucks. It does. Like, I want to take my shirt off, but I know I can't because it's not safe.
Yeah.
But anyways, I rambled on for quite a bit, and
I could tell.
it was probably a little bit awkward. Your turn.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned mag earlier.
Yep.
Well, the mag room basically, what it does is we pour a special chemical and we charge it with electricity.
Yeah.
So.
Was there an explosion?
No.
Why not?
Because kerosene don't catch fire when it sparks.
Sure.
Charge electricity. So, what was it? My supervisor said we need to get 3 boxes out. We got 3 done by 12.
And you started when?
At 6.
So it took you 6 hours to do that. Is that usually normal time? Fast? Slow?
6? No, that'd be...
6 to 12 is 6 hours.
Yeah, roughly it should take an hour and a half per box. That's only if I keep going. Yeah. But, when you're backed up, you're backed up. So, I got this guy. He was off doing something else because I'm like, okay, might as well build it up. I probably put on 60 to 70 parts for motorcycles on the counter.
Is that quite a lot?
From here, this end
that
to
you
which
literally can't see.
They literally can't. Hopping over here to here.
Another area you can't see.
A large amount.
No, and another thing, you said chemicals. That reminds me, in my new job, I'm very excited. We have an acid room.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been in it.
How many times did you took it?
I'm not allowed to even touch a single drop of liquid in that room.
Damn it.
But I have been told it is the dream of every man to own an acid room. And I'm not talking the drugs, kid.
Damn.
I'm talking eating through metal. I'm talking pour it on shit. Stuff you see in like CSI where they like pour it on a body and it dissolves.
Yeah, well, it's not your area.
No, it's a hidden little closet, but I'm not gonna tell you where.
Oh, I'll find it.
It's called, it's in a spot called Don't Fucking Worry About It.
Just go.
It's right along the hallway next to the big sign that says "Don't look in this direction."
Pretty much, and you go in that direction.
Yep.
Oh, it's fun. Hey, where's that employee that we were missing for 2 weeks?
He's just drowning in hydrochloric acid.
It's like, oh, there you go. We should probably lock that up.
Yeah, they probably should.
Is it not locked?
I don't know. It just says "Don't fucking come in here" on the door.
Really?
I don't know. I don't look at it. I'm on the other side of the department.
Then you got the giant murder.
But I've been told by another employee that you haven't met personally, but you were on the phone with the other guy, the Billy.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy. He was there for quite a bit, but he unfortunately left. That's something we'll have to talk about in another episode, though. But he was telling me, I was giving him a ride home, and he was like, "Man, I know what I want to do with my life now. When I get a house, I'm getting an acid room. And I can only imagine he would have like a bathroom with a medicine closet, but instead of like Band-Aids, toothbrushes, your grandma's floss, it would be like a gallon jar of hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, amino acids, literally just the drug. Everything that fucking battery acid. If it's an acid, he'd have it. Some guy who's on acid.
Acid reflux.
Oh my god, he'd just have a whole bottle of puke in his drawer. What is that? Oh, that's acid reflux.
What?
Fucking what?
How'd you get that?
I feel
Don't
like
worry
that's
about
something a lot of people would want in the room. Just a 5-gallon jar of acid.
Just how'd you get that? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, nobody fucking worry about it. Yeah, but no. Then some more fun things at work. We accidentally had a forklift set on fire. It wasn't me, I swear to God.
Yes.
It only happened when I got on it. Okay, I wasn't the one that did it. I don't even know how it happened. I was just driving it. I turned the corner. I honked the horn. I feel a bump, and then it stops working. So I have to turn it off. And then when you turn it off, you have to, in order to make it go forward, you have to put it in reverse and then make it go forward. Well, it would turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, and then it starts smoking. Huh? Like, that's kind of weird. Forklifts don't usually smoke. And I looked down, and the engine, because you could see there's like a hole where you could see the engine, pure fucking orange, glowing hot.
I should probably get off this.
That's what I was thinking, so that's what I did. And I ran to the supervisor. Hey, the forklift's on fire. What do you mean the forklift's on fire?
Just looks.
And I'm just thinking, I'm looking to myself, did I just fucking stutter? The forklift's up. I didn't say that, obviously, because I like my job and I like my boss, and I'm not going to say it to him. I'm just like, if you want to come with me, good sir, I'll show you. You walk outside, and I shit you, the moment we open the door to the office, the entire bottom of the forklift is on fire. The entire bottom.
That's a problem.
That's what my boss said. So anyways, he's like, Tim, grab this. He's like, grab a fire extinguisher. Me, who doesn't know how to grab a fire extinguisher, grab the fire extinguisher. He goes, we should unplug it first of all, which I didn't do because I was scared of blowing up. I had to fire extinguisher it, and then he's like, can you see if it turns back on? It's still glowing orange. Should I turn this on?
No.
He's like, what do you think you did wrong? Maybe it's the batteries. It was not the batteries. Maybe it was the tires. It was not the tires. So what could it have been? We don't know. We never found out. It took 2 weeks to repair it. And everybody laughed at me because they said it was my fault. Despite the fact that it wasn't.
I agree it was.
No, you're not. You weren't there.
I agree it was your fault.
You literally were not there.
I don't care. I'm saying it's your fault.
Alright. And then, you want to hear something else?
What?
That same week, we had one of our welders put a really hot piece of metal on a wooden surface that was covered in oil.
Smart.
Yeah. Everything from the beginning of the building all the way to my department, which, by the way, would be about a 10-minute jog, was just fog, smoke. And it smelled so good for some reason.
Because burning wood smell good.
No, it was the oil. Because, fun fact, oil on metal, and when you burn it at high temperatures, smells like barbecue.
Weird.
It's really weird. It does. Yeah, it's true, but it's really good smell. I walked into the office. I'm like, hey, why does it smell like barbecue? What do you mean? Go outside. Go smell it. Tim, what'd you do this time? It wasn't me.
Tim, what you do?
I just got here.
You go along. Hey, what'd you do this time?
No, I'm serious. I walked out there. It's just, I wasn't me.
What to me?
No, but we've had crazy stuff like that. No, like being around heat though, you get really interesting stories. The fun fact that when I have to take stuff out of a almost 2,000 degree furnace, wearing jeans does not matter. The heat goes right to the knees, especially when you're sitting on a forklift. I have to bring a jacket to work despite the fact that it's almost 130 degrees in the warehouse because I'm more worried about being burnt than I am hot. I'll get in front of it, have like a riot shield mask on, oven mitts over my gloves, and I'll go in there, and I swear to God, I'm probably 2 feet away from the heat, and my knees are on fire. Not literally, but they feel like they're on fire.
That's a good warm feeling.
The next time I did it, I had to put my phone in the office because I was scared of doing that. Remember I said Billy?
Yeah.
When he had to take stuff out of the oven, he wore a metal cross around his neck.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ah.
He took shit out of the furnace, came back inside, had a cross branded on his neck. He goes, Tim, I think I have a problem. No shit! You just got blessed by God.
Literally.
Guy came in fucking baptized. He's literally sweating, fucking just, there's a black, not even like a red, a black cross burned into his neck. He had it for like 3 days. I'm like, he's like, I don't think I should be wearing a metal necklace when I open the furnace. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. We had one guy at my at the restaurant for his birthday. He wanted to be branded.
I'm sorry, what?
He wanted to be branded on his ass cheek. I am serious.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Please explain. I'm intrigued.
So, he's probably in his 30s. He's
Yep.
like, once I turn 30, I want to get branded. Okay, so does that make you someone's
Bitch?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So he got branded. And he showed it to the head chef.
What'd you do? Write ass cheek? What'd you write?
It was a Texas Star.
Oh, I thought you put like a cupcake on his ass cheek.
No, it was just a Texas Star.
I couldn't imagine coming home to my wife. Babe, check this out. Pulls down his pants. He's got yippee-ki-yay written on his ass.
Pretty much.
Or something stupid like, I'm a butterfly.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? Because.
It's like girls who get... Oh, if a girl got a tattoo on her butt, it'd be cute, but... Well, there's people who do that, right?
Yeah.
They get like a cherry or like a kiss mark on their butt. It's kind of cute. I know my grandma watches these, but you don't have to get one of those. I'm just letting you know that.
He's weird.
My dad wanted to get my sister's name tattooed on his ass. It was a joke though, but it was funny because we were at the bar and he was telling the bartender about it. He's like, man, if I turn 50, I want to get a tattoo. What do you want, Larry? I want to get a cupcake in between my ass cheeks. In between. Right near the pucker. Can you imagine? I couldn't. I wouldn't want to. That's my dad. Stop trying to imagine it.
No, I don't want to imagine it. It hurts the brain.
Good. That's my dad. Stop.
Why did you mention it?
You'd have to like neon shine that shit. You know how dark my dad is? You'd have to get like a glow in the dark tattoo.
He's a new shade of pale.
Guy goes to bed. He's just glowing from his fucking pants. I couldn't imagine that. But that itself is a cool idea. I know it's not work related, but I've heard of those glow in the dark tattoos.
I don't see that. You have to get them illuminated every year.
I bet that'd be cool though. Yeah, you would. You have to drink. Like it's like, oh no, my glow in the dark tattoo ran out. Cracks a glow stick, drinks the contents, dies in a coma. But at least his skin was glowing. Look like the bright followers from Fallout New Vegas. There you go. Get those bugs out of here. I hope that doesn't sting you.
Why?
I don't know. That looks like a wasp. Doesn't matter. But,
Big boy ant.
yeah. I have a fun story about when I worked pizza delivery, except it's not really fun at all. It's more like a reason why I quit. So it was probably my second day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pizza delivery was in a few towns away, but it connected to Gary. The route was in Gary. We're in Indiana, by the way, so if you know any stories about that, yeah, it's kind of rough. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I'm delivering a pizza to this guy's house. He's probably just barely into Gary, right? It's probably 5 o'clock, sun's still out. I get to his house. It's maybe 6, 7, I don't remember. I'm not really good at time, but I left the restaurant when it was day. I got to his house, it was nighttime, right?
Yeah.
I go to the guy's house. It kind of looks like a rough neighborhood. Everybody's got like a chain link fence. I get to his house. I give him his pizza. Real nice guy, actually. Tipped me about $5.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And then I tried to back out of the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
and there was this dead end road that I had to turn around in because
Yeah.
there was all these cars were parked on the street, and I was looking at the dead end sign, and somebody had taken, it says dead end,
Yeah.
and they took black spray paint and they crossed out N, and they put child, so the sign just said dead child.
Huh.
And then there's a dick drawn on it, obviously, and everything from the top of the sign to the base on the ground was just wrapped in barbed wire. Just wrapped. I said, "Oh!"
Well, it's my time to go.
I did. I went down one street. I shit you not. I saw somebody getting mugged.
Huh.
There was 2 cars, one on the right side, one on the left. One on the right side had every door open, and I will remember it. Car on the left side, it was a Mustang. It had a stripe. I don't remember the color. There was 3 people. 2 of them were standing on the side. One was standing in the middle. This big chick, right, had a baseball bat in the hand, and they were standing over a person who was just laying on the ground. Their trunk was open.
Huh.
Lady looks up, looks at me. I look at her. I went 60 and a 20 because I was just so scared of them getting in their car and just coming after me. I didn't stop until I was at the restaurant. I immediately went to my supervisor. "Hey, you want to hear how my day was?" Told them about it. They told me not to worry about it, but it's still our jurisdiction. We might have to deliver more pizza out there.
No.
I stayed in the restaurant for 3 hours because I was just so scared of going back out. I let everybody else take the pizzas, despite the fact that I was being told, "No, Tim, eventually you have to leave the restaurant and deliver a pizza. It's your job. You're a delivery driver."
Yeah.
I lasted 2 weeks of that job, and everybody I've ever told that story about cannot believe that somebody was being assaulted.
I mean, clearly can do nothing.
Because my mom, she was the same way. She's like, "How do you know they weren't calling the cops on him?" Because none of them had a phone out. One of them had a baseball bat, and you don't call 911 with a baseball bat.
Of course not.
Because then you look like an accomplice.
Then it looks like you did the crime.
Exactly. Why would you call 911 when you have a
Yeah.
baseball bat in your hand, standing over an unconscious body?
You knew there was somebody had.
Well, maybe they already called 911 and they were just waiting. Again, you'd think they'd be more concerned about the fact that it looks like a fucking crime scene.
And you, like I said, the vehicle was all doors were open.
Clearly that person was robbed and they were going to shove it in their trunk.
Yeah.
Yep. I told my grandma about it. She told the same thing. Well, how do you know that they weren't already injured? They were just checking up on her.
Again, who carries baseball bat?
Who carries a baseball bat when they go to check if somebody's injured?
Yeah.
Nobody's playing a baseball game at nighttime in Gary.
No.
In the middle of a suburb. I don't know. So I lasted 2 weeks in that job. Floated around a little bit, living off my dad. Found the forge. Worked there ever since March. And I love it. I love it. The benefits are so great. My entire household, we get free financial help. We get 24-hour therapy.
I know.
We get a free legal lawyer.
It's like 30 minutes or so.
What?
Therapy's like 30 minutes, I thought.
No, it's like their availability for you to call is 24 hours.
Oh.
Not the session themselves.
Oh.
Hey, we're going to be here for a while. You might want to get some popcorn and get a really big notebook. I've got a lot of shit on my plate. She's got to like sit there with a blanket over her, just writing everything down. And how does that make you feel? Sad. Real sad. I think there's an ant on my dick. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, okay, that was fun for me talking. Your turn. Come on, we're rolling here. You gotta keep going before I start talking again.
I know, it's like the time no.
Nope, go ahead.
No, I forgot. Well, I said time and I lost it. Fuck.
Damn. Yep. There's definitely gonna be an awkward pause here that I'm gonna have to cut out.
You gonna stare at the camera for like a minute and a half?
Yeah. That's boring. Nobody's gonna be watching that at this point.
Yeah, I think we should at this point cut it out.
I'm not gonna end it yet. We still got some time.
Yeah.
But, okay, Tristan got a story. Go. Get in here. What's the story?
Okay, I went to Strax just to get food.
That's the grocery store.
Yes. I don't care if I say it. Okay, and this is just roughly starting of the pandemic. Roughly.
We remember that.
I'm like, my grandma's saying, can you go to Strax and get food? get them like ramen and all that. So I did. I'm like, okay, go to the store. All I see I said, ma'am, why do you have like 16 paper towel rolls and also like 14 cases?
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about, and I hate you.
I'm like,
I remember what you're talking about, the toilet paper thing.
I'm like, what's going on? I was like, did you hear? What? Our president says national pandemic. I'm like, what? I am completely oblivious. If you go,
we're in a pandemic, yet everybody and their fucking mom is in the grocery store trying to buy toilet paper. Shut up.
But I'm like, and if you know grocery stores, that ramen aisle will never be empty.
And it was.
Majority of chicken noodle was gone. Yeah. Chicken noodle soup, gone.
Because I remember the good old days, everybody thought it was more important to be able to wipe their ass than to get food.
Yeah. And then I'm like, hey, I went back to my grandpa's house, like, hey, it was real busy at Strax. It's like, I told him why. I was like, it was so busy. He's like, yeah, the president said there was a national pandemic. Okay.
I remember the good old days because people got mad at me because we didn't have toilet paper. I was a bagger. Everybody yells at the baggers.
It's like, oh, only one per customer. Customers buying like 10.
Yeah, because literally they would just be like, okay.
Then you know those like spitball launchers.
Like, you think people were crazy about buying alcohol after hours? People were so crazy about buying toilet paper. We'd have people who would literally buy a roll of toilet paper, and then they get their stuff, and they leave. And they come back in. They buy another toilet paper. They leave. The third time they'd come in, man, you can't buy any more toilet paper. But I'm doing as you ask.
Yeah.
No, nobody's asking you to buy 8 rolls of toilet paper. Go to Costco if you want to buy that much toilet paper. We don't have that. I need to buy toilet paper. And I have to leave in 7 hours. And it's all going to be gone. And then the grocery store raised the prices of the grocery store. And guess who got yelled at for that?
Strax.
Me.
Huh.
Because I'm sitting there putting people's bread, putting their eggs. Hey, why'd they raise the gas prices? Or not gas prices. Why'd they raise the toilet paper prices?
So people don't buy so much.
I don't know, ma'am. It's probably because everybody gets by. Well, can you tell your manager to lower the prices?
No.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure he'll listen to me. I get paid $7.25, and the last time I was tipped was 2 years ago. Yeah, no, sure. I'll tell him. He'll definitely listen to you.
Yeah, no.
I had a lady get mad at me because she wanted a hot dog toy.
Yeah, but ketchup.
No, she wanted mustard on it this time. Oh, yeah. But the only ones we had were the ones with ketchup. So I'm trying to help. This lady needs me to go help her with the pet aisle. She's like, I want to get a hot dog for my dog. Okay, cool. We got those. You know, they're right here. Got ketchup on them. They look cute. They got a little smiley face. Squeak. You know, squeak. They squeak.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want that one. I want the one that got mustard on it. Looked across the entire aisle. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't see any. Would they be in the other aisles? No, ma'am, this is the dog toy aisle. You check if you have any in the back. I hate fucking people who say that. Everybody in retail knows. If you say that you're going to check in the back is not a magical place.
No, it's...
The back is where we keep shit we haven't put on the shelf. If we don't have it, and it's not in the back, there's not a back after that. Everybody knows. It's like, oh no, we don't have any more milk right now. Can you check in the back? Ma'am, you can see all the milk we have. Because the freezer, when you open it, you can literally just step inside and there's a whole nother freezer inside of it. You can see there's no milk. You can see there's no dog toys. So I went in the back. I asked the back manager, I'm like, hey man, do we have any dog toys like this? Yeah, we do. She wants one with mustard on it. She doesn't want the one with ketchup. They have the ketchup. She wants the mustard one.
Yeah.
They don't make those.
Yeah. Duh.
The company who makes the dog toys doesn't make those. I go back out. Ma'am, they don't make these. Did you check? Ma'am, they don't make them. I've been told they don't make them. She was like, you're being rude. I'm going to go get your manager. Go get my manager. My manager comes out of the door. Tim, what's the problem? She wants a hot dog with mustard on it.
Yeah.
We have those in the... She didn't understand. She wanted a dog toy at first. No, not from the dog. She wants a dog toy of a hot dog. Mustard on it. Ma'am, they don't make those. That's what I've been telling her.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then she finally believes it. I mean, no, but I hate grocery stores. I think I could speak for a lot of people who work at grocery stores. it sucks ass, especially if you're a bagger or a cashier, because you will hear many relatable things, such as, fine, then I'll never shop here again. Good luck living without my money.
Okay, cool.
We are a grocery store. One of our departments, one of them, makes over $2,000 a day. You don't matter. I hate to tell you this. You don't. You are a customer. You are a dollar sign to these people. Nothing matters to them. It's like Amazon. Could you imagine if they were writing an Amazon review? Do not like. Don't buy. We'll never buy this again. Good luck without my money.
So?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So what?
Yeah, so.
Who cares? I've had people tell me that. I've heard.
Even at the restaurant, exact same situation.
You're never going to get my money again?
Yeah, you're never going to get my money again. Oh, this food's terrible. Coffee tastes bad. I'm like, coffee's coffee. I don't taste the difference.
If you want coffee, go to Starbucks.
That's a dessert, I call it.
That's a dessert coffee?
Yeah, think about it. It's basically sugar,
milk, coffee,
more sugar,
honey,
chocolate, more sugar.
Yeah, everything but the kitchen sink, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Girl,
I'm like,
girl, get a quadruple sprinkle, hallelujah, fucking sprinkle dee.
Yeah,
coffee,
have,
Latina, Lafayette, fucking latte decaf.
Yeah. And
with 2 straws.
And then you got the customers like, don't get me wrong, if you're doing dishes, if you're the customer, please have common courtesy to take your silverware out and help the washer. Dude, I hate that. It'll be in a bus tub and it's like, here's 7 things of silverware. So I have to smack on the bottom, take the silverware out, toss
because they don't take them out of their napkins?
Yeah, they don't take them out of the napkins.
And you guys just didn't reuse them even if they weren't touched?
Yeah, we can't. Due to the pandemic, we took no gambles.
Right, yep.
So we had to throw the napkin away and wash them anyway.
Then you had to probably put them back in the little napkins.
Then they do up front, put them in napkins. We'd never touched that ever since.
Yep, but no, I think that's the best part about working in a steel mill. You don't have to deal with customers. Only the higher ups do.
Well, I technically do. In a
I
way,
don't deal
like,
with customers. Not.
General Dynamics, we had to deal with them.
Please do not say our customer's name. Thank you.
It's a company style.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but
I know they do like robotics though.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna find them anyways.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have companies that probably half of these fucking people haven't even heard of.
You know, it's funny. I heard of them in high school, and I was always curious about them.
Yeah, but like the greatest thing is like we don't have to deal with customers directly. Higher up people do. Like we get our orders through online, and then we just make them, and it's like, oh, whatever makes the customer happy.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, it sucks when we have to make shit up because it's like at our new job, you guys, this is your department.
Yeah.
If you guys mess up packaging stuff and you put it in the truck, the customer, if they see anything wrong, they're not going to check it. They don't have to check it. So they'll box it right back up, and they'll send it right back to you, and then you have to check that entire box.
Yep.
Even if you've already checked it.
Yep.
I don't have to check it. You have to check it.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then you got a heat treat. It's like, hey, all these parts you're sending us are literally terrible. What's going on?
We've never really got that, but
no,
a lot of the stuff that happens over by me, you would hate it. Oh my god!
It's like some of the parts you guys send us. Like one time, you kept sending us. I forgot the metal product.
Watching a squirrel fight the dirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the products, like some of them you send us with the heat, after they're done, there's still mistakes in there. A lot of them sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen stuff that we get from the forge shop because they forge them hot.
Yeah.
And I'll be like a judge on Forged and Fire, man. I'll see these knives. They got fucking like half the blade is just the blade is just that. And I'm looking at my hey, is this knife good? No, throw it away. You don't have to throw it away. You put them in like a scrap bin.
Yeah.
But I'll like, oh, this is a nice looking knife. This is a nice looking knife. Half the handle. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm like, how does this pass? Or when they like to stack stuff with the forklift, half those boxes of steel are gonna fall over. They will, because all they do is they just. Anybody who does a forklift, you know, if you stack stuff correctly, it's satisfying, it's nice, it's sweet. But if you stack something and like if you have a bin here, right, and it's nice, it's a nice little square bin. You have another bin that you stack here. Well, that box is gonna go.
Yep.
And it's going to start falling in. And then me has to try to figure out how to get my forklifts to do that. Because you can't.
Yeah, you have to lift it up, and the only way you can do it is take
You have
one
to get
fork.
another dude. I've seen boxes. The boxes we have, the binder department, Tristan, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw one just upside down.
Huh.
Because of how shit people stack at my job.
Technically, you pick it up.
Like, I'm not good at stacking either, but I try.
Yeah.
You know, I try my best. Sometimes it gets a little slanted, but there's nothing you can do about it because you can't get it perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Because the bottom of those steel boxes are just crushed under the weight of the steel.
Yeah.
But then you'll see somebody and they've got it stacked and it's like falling into the box. Or it'll be like halfway into the box.
Then you see some boxes that are literally dented, damaged.
That's what I'm saying. It literally looks like somebody took a forklift and just tried to go 50 miles per hour into a piece of steel.
Yep. And now it'll still go through.
It will. And it's crazy. These people just don't care.
Yep. Then we get new ones. Oh, I love. It's like you look all at the old boxes. They're all rusty, bent.
Yeah, you can like wipe your finger across it.
And it's rust.
Yeah.
But then you get like new boxes and you pick them up. You don't even need to move your forklifts down. You just. Oh.
Then you like cream your pants after you realize that it's just perfectly symmetrical.
On the bottom, it's not damaged or moved.
Yeah.
Like one day at work, and you're gonna laugh at this. We were going through. Somehow, one of the legs on those boxes fell off.
Yeah.
And got in the sand in the what was it called it's kind of a giant washer for metal. A wheel brader, but separate to washer for metal.
Basically, what that is, I'm going to describe it. It's basically like if you've ever heard the term sandblasting, you can't really clean metal with water because it'll make it rust. So you have to use like smaller pellets hitting it really fast.
Yep.
Sandblasting or something like that. But we use what's called shot. And what shot is, it's metallic powder. And it goes inside this machine. And the machine kind of acts like a washing machine. But instead of water, it sprays this shot at it really fast.
Yeah.
And that's how it gets cleaned. And then it comes out, it's all shiny. Because the thing you need to know about metal, you cannot heat treat it when it's rusty. You can't heat treat it when it's got grime and shit on it.
Yeah.
It's got to be clean. Otherwise, you don't get a good heat treat. Heat's not distributed.
Yep.
Shit starts smoking. Like, today we had an incident where our washer... there's an exception to water to get oil off of water, to get parts.
But yeah, like I was going to say.
But anyways, the part comes out. It kind of looks shiny. It probably looks oily. I don't want to touch it. It's probably hot. Even though it just came out of water, it's still probably 150 degrees. And that's not fun to touch.
Yeah.
So I put it inside the what we call as a temper. And I walk away. And it just starts smoking. Smoking. I don't notice it until I see that our entire department is just smoky. My boss comes out. Hey, what's going on over here? I don't know, it's smoking. Probably the welding people again. They probably screwed up again. No, it's coming from our furnace. The washing thing didn't wash any of the oil off. So it went inside this furnace and it just burst into flames inside the furnace. Luckily, it wasn't one of those, the gas atmosphere furnaces. Those are fun. I've seen one of those blow up. That's a fun story too. You want to hear it?
Like I was going to say, with my story, somehow a leg from a rusty box got into the wheel brader.
And just got cleaned?
Oh, and it was weird. Except for being all rusty, it was actually clean. It was weird. We couldn't find the box, by the way.
I've seen people do they've actually cleaned tags. But anyways, back to my furnace exploding. I was in the middle of building what we call loads. We have to build these baskets filled with parts. Brakes, for example. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing. So I'm building some shit, blip, blip, blip. I hear just the biggest fucking boom. And I look over. I swear to God, if that door was not open all the way, it would have blown the doors off the hinges. Because I looked over, that smoke probably went 20 feet.
Damn.
Pure black smoke, sparks, little bits of, I don't know, shot flying in the air. I don't know where shot would have come from, but there was particles of metal going through there just. And then I'm like looking at it. I'm like, man, I should have my camera out. That would have been cool. I could have shown Trystan. And then I see my trainer just running, and you can hear him under his breath. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Just running like a fucking cartoon across the hallway. Just literally just this. Just. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Just that. I'm gonna cut to me coming back to the tip. There's a police car. Really? Come on, we're filming here. Have an emergency somewhere else.
Ambulance.
I don't care.
It's an ambulance.
I mean.
But continue your story.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait for this to pass by.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, somebody fucking died. Give us a second. I'm keeping that in. I know it's mean, but I'm keeping that in.
Okay, continue your story.
Anyways, hi, I'm back at the table. Yeah, but no, the machine blows up. My the freaking trainer just running. I'm laughing. Billy's laughing. I'm like, why? He's like, why are you guys laughing? I'm like, because you just went fucking just to the furnace. It's like, this isn't funny. That could have been like a devastating explosion. I don't care if that would have blown up. I wouldn't have had to go to work tomorrow. I would have died, and I would have gotten my paycheck in heaven. Probably, I don't know.
Who knows?
Probably not me, because I would be dead.
But I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not fun when a furnace blows up. Especially when everybody starts thinking it was your fault, because they're like, well, you were closest to it.
They should have like emergency stop button right
We
there.
do. We have emergency stops everywhere. But
It's like you have it rigged for the whole area.
we've had the power gone out.
I know.
It went out for 3... No, it's bad when it goes out, because...
2 seconds. Oh.
No. Because what you don't understand, right? I said that our furnaces, some of them fill with gas, right? They create an atmosphere. We create that gas in the building. We have a machine right next to the furnaces, and basically it takes oxygen and it mixes it with, like, I don't know what the specifics of the gas is, but it's gas.
Yeah.
It's gas. You know, you light it with a furnace. I don't know. It's probably gas. I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically there's this atmosphere of gas that burns out. That's how it creates the heat. And when the power goes out, it will just fill those furnaces with gas. Just fucking fill. And if a spark would ignite that, it would probably take out the whole building. And I don't know if you've ever seen a Russian steel plant video where the whole thing just blows up and there's like sirens and shit, or like a power plant explosion video.
Yep.
It would probably imaginably look like that. And I still wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow.
Because we'd all be dead.
Yeah, everybody probably within a quarter mile of the building. I don't know.
The whole building's a mile.
I don't know. I've never seen a steel plant explode. Yeah, anybody within the quarter mile radius of that department would probably die. But
I think my apartment would be fine.
no, we have safety procedures for that. Basically, when the power goes out, we have nitro canisters that go off. Because how it works is there's a latch that holds on to each valve.
Yeah, when electricity is on, it holds it.
Yeah, and then when the electricity turns off, let's go, and all the gas goes. And nitro, or nitrogen, not nitro, because nitro is used for fast cars, but nitrogen clears out the gas. It like basically freezes the atmosphere, turns everything off, and we had to sit for 3 hours in just a 120 degree warehouse. The only air conditioning was in the office, and I couldn't use the bathroom. Because, you know,
Electricity.
I can't flush. It wasn't one of those toilets where it just, you know, flushes without electricity. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I want to go home. And my boss man actually offered. He goes, if anybody wants to go home now, you can't. Fucking flies. I'm trying to tell a story. He's like, if anybody wants to go home, I would understand. And I told him, I said, well, if the power comes back on, I can just come back, right? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. Then I had him come pick me up, right? And the moment I got outside, the power came back on.
The moment.
And he got so pissed.
My God, I drove all the way over here. 12-minute drive.
He drove a 12-minute drive just to be told, yeah, you can go back home. I don't need you. I walked back inside. They go, hey, look who's back. I'm like, what? And my supervisor goes, yeah, Tim, honestly, if you would have just left and you wouldn't have come back in, I would have just let you go home.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
You should have told me.
I should have just left. We could have literally done something. You know, we could have done anything.
I know.
But no, I had to be the good boy and I had to stay at work.
I know, making money.
And yeah, well, I did make extra money. Yeah, it's nice because at my job, it's great. If you work Monday to Saturday, you get paid time and a half, and basically what that means is because I make $16 an hour, once I reach overtime, I make $24 an hour. And if I work Monday, Saturday, and then I come in Sunday I make $32 an hour. Trystan has it in his department. Not yet, though. He has it in his department where you can make $20 an hour. And could you imagine working on a weekend? 22 years old. No college, no apprenticeships, $40 an hour. $40 an hour.
That's why I'm working the high inspection, making $20 an hour or so.
And then you just work on the weekends. $40 an hour. If you're not working at least 12 hours that day, I'm killing you.
Oh, I would work 12 hours.
That's what I'm saying, because you can't pass that up. I wouldn't
I'll get
pass
taxed
that up.
heavily for it, but I won't care.
Shit, I'd come home after work. Hey, Mom, don't disturb me. I'm going to bed. I got to work a 16-hour shift tomorrow. Really? No, I just choose to.
Yeah.
Because they're making $40. I'd go to sleep. I would hunt somebody to work $40 an hour.
Like, technically, I could work in. I can make $20 an hour tomorrow if I
Like,
do weekend.
Do you know how crazy it would be? It's like, no, do you know how crazy it is that people our age can just make that?
Yeah, it's easy.
Especially like now, because the craziest thing is, if you really wanted to make $20 an hour or even higher, God, let's see, you'd have to be a nurse, you'd have to be an electrician, you'd have to go to college for 4 years, you'd have to get, and even if you wanted to get into college, you'd have to get a sponsorship from them, or you'd have to cut some kind of deal. The American dream, you know? Everybody gets a sponsorship. Everybody gets a grant. Everybody wants to be the star quarterback in the high school team so they can get into college for free.
Not really.
And then they bust their knee in a bicycle accident and they're told that it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I don't want to go to college yet. I've been thinking about it. I just don't know where I would go. I don't know what I would learn. Even then, if they had like a, what do you call it? Like a test to get in, I'd probably fail. And I wouldn't be able to get in.
I think they go by your IQ or something, or
they don't go by their IQ. They have a starter test of like, hey, do you remember the shit from high school?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need to get in to get in. But no, from what I was told, I have to get through basics of college, and I'm not good at math.
Math is easy.
I'm not good at it. I have to use a calculator to do 50 times 2. Just in case I'm wrong. Just in case I'm wrong.
What's
just
50
in case,
times 2?
Tristan, just in case it's changed within the last 3 days. Just in case.
50 times 2, go.
50 times 2?
Yes.
100?
You're correct.
Yeah, see, I knew that because I Googled it before we started this.
I hit X'd out.
Yeah, okay. But
50 times 4.
I don't know where to take this. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're done for now.